Hello Sleevers, it's review time and we're starting a cheeky little 3-part mini-series looking into loose sleeves or penny sleeves. Today we have Ultra Pro loose penny sleeves. Let's see how we get on. We'll be looking at a few factors to see if we recommend them. Firstly, capacity, then strength, top loading, foil clarity, and lastly, price. It's important that penny or loose sleeves are usable for a number of different jobs. You can either use them to store a bunch of cards in and transport them, maybe you're shipping them to somebody who's trading or buying from you, or you're putting one card in to store them, maybe in a top loader to keep your collection safe. When it comes to transportation, most people use these kinds of sleeves because when you're selling bulk cards, maybe 10, 20, maybe even 30 or more cards, having to put them into individual inner or outer sleeves could set you back 2, 3, 4 quid. That's an unnecessary cost when it comes to shipping these cards, especially if the value of the cards themselves just don't seem worth it. Why we use these penny sleeves is because you can fit multiple cards safely into a penny sleeve and ship those in a top loader or in a cardboard backed envelope. So firstly, we're going to do a capacity test. How many cards can we fit in this sleeve without it being too much or damaging those cards? As you see here, we put one in, absolutely fine. Good size, just what we'd expect. When you start to add more, you can see 5 cards go in, no issue. We get all the way up to 10 cards and the sleeve still hasn't really warped. I wouldn't advise any more than 10, I think this is really pushing it. Personally, we'd only ever put 7 or 8 cards into a sleeve and feel pretty happy that those cards aren't going to get damaged. Obviously, if you're shipping expensive cards, I wouldn't be putting that many in. It's just not worth it. You might as well put inner sleeve and an outer sleeve on that specific or those specific cards. When it comes to the strength of the sleeve, this again is pretty important. If cards are going to be in and out of these sleeves regularly and you don't want to have to keep replacing these penny sleeves, which kind of defeats the point, you want to make sure that they're going to have a good withstanding strength. So what do? The standard stretch test. The stretch test is pretty simple. Some people love it, some people hate it, but what it does is it tests the seams and obviously the plastic integrity of the sleeve. As you can see here, these sleeves are made of some tough stuff. I don't mess around. I'm trying to pull these sleeves apart. I can't even budge them. I end up just warping the sleeve themselves. I do this over and over again. And only when I really put some effort, focus specifically on the seam, do we get any kind of breakage, any kind of separation. Hey, this is great. This is some of the toughest sleeves I've ever done in the stretch test. So you're not wanting to use these sleeves to ship multiple cards. You don't care about whether or not you're putting cards in and out of them all the time. All you want is to put one card in one sleeve and put that one sleeve into a top loader. As you can see, we got an Ultra Pro top loader and we put this sleeved card inside the Ultra Pro top loader with the opening facing up. It's not advisable. Air can still get inside and attack the card. However, this is what some people do. And no problem, goes in absolutely fine. As you can see, it's not the smoothest card ever to go into a top loader. There's a little bit of friction and it's a little bit thicker. However, this is a positive in my books. It means when the card sleeve is inside this top loader, it's going to be a mission to get it back out again and it's not going to fall out by accident. Equally, when you see a hold upside down and give it a little shake, the card's not going to fall out of the inner sleeve, which is something that potentially could be a problem. Depending on how you look after your cards, depending on how you store them, all you need is to knock over a stack of these and all the cards and all the sleeves to fall out, and then it could be exposed to anything that is around you. Lastly, a lot of people like to store foils in these sleeves and then in top loaders because it tends to keep it a little bit flatter. How does the foil look when it's inside one of these sleeves? As you can see, we have moved away from the normal fling foil and we've actually used an Arceus promo. The foiling is lovely, put the card in the sleeve, the foiling is still great. There's no distortion, nothing at all that would make me think that this was a bad sleeve. It's absolutely fine. Get your foils in there, no issue. So what do we think about these sleeves? Well, we sell them on our UK TCG site, DoubleSleeved.co.uk, for 99p. That's even better than a penny a sleeve. The same can't be said for Ultra Pro, who list these on their website at £4 a pack. That's 4p a sleeve, Ultra Pro. You need to rebrand them. However, I think that they're really good. As far as I'm concerned, they are the gold standard for these kinds of sleeves. And I would say, if you're looking for a pack, get a pack, you won't be disappointed. However, is there something else on the market that does as good or potentially better job of these things that we have already tested, or potentially done it cheaper? Could you even conceive of 100 sleeves less than 99p? Let us know your thoughts on these sleeves. Do you use them? Do you use something else? Do you not use penny or loose sleeves at all? Maybe you've got around it in a different way. Let us know in the comments below. Hit us up on all social medias, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks. Bye.